Blah. Again, like, I mean, I don't know, man. I've in a weird kind of way, you almost need a guy like CJ to replace Dee Dee, because who else could fucking replace Dee Dee Ramone? There's nobody super iconic that's going to replace Dee Dee Ramone that's going to fit, that's going to, you know, stick out like a sore thumb. You
But
know what I mean?
Paul Ramone.
Paul Ramone. Yeah, right. He's the only other Ramone, the original, the Papa Ramone, the
Right.
original Ramone. And,
Exactly.
speaking of which, going back to talking about the brilliance of Paul
You think
McCartney and
he could
bass
have
playing.
played bass in the Ramones? But
Yes,
yeah.
that's a great question. I love that you asked that question.
Right.
So Paul, here's my answer for you. Um, Pre 1963 Paul McCartney, pre 1964 Paul McCartney absolutely could have fucking played
Yeah.
bass in the Ramones, especially if it's 1960 to 1961 Paul McCartney, dressed in leather,
They
up
all did. The whole
on
band.
they all
Yeah.
the whole band, right? But like, high on speed, like absolutely could have held it down with Johnny and Tommy or Marky, like absolutely. Now, I think, and I mean, honestly, you want to know it's crazy. I'd love to hear your thought on this. Look at a song like "She Loves You." Like in a world where the Ramones exist now, and then you go back and you listen to "She Loves You," there's something so wonderfully Ramones-esque about "She Loves You." Or you could say that "She Loves You" or that the Ramones had like early Beatles DNA or something. But I think it's the reverse. I know this is a crazy statement, but the the "She Loves You" is Ramones-esque in this most elegant way when you
Plus, I
listen to
want to
it.
hold your hand also.
Sure, absolutely. Absolutely. And while Joey might have said he can't mess with perfection, like I think he could on those songs. Like there's a alternate universe where the Ramones did a cover album of early Beatles tunes. Ready? Okay, here's what it would be on it. She loves you. I want to hold your hand. Um,
I
please,
saw her
please
standing
me.
there.
Absolutely I saw her standing there, right? I want to say It Won't Be Long, which is like a lesser note, which I love, but I don't think that the Ramones would ever do that call response well. It would suck.
Right.
Like, who would do it? Dee Dee? It
Well,
won't be long. Yeah, 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 yeah. They're not going to do that.
they
That's not
need
going to happen.
Richie. They would need Richie for that.
Yeah, they would need Richie for that. Well, Richie would do Act Naturally.
Right.
No, I Want to Be Your Man. They would definitely, the Ramones would cover
Yeah.
I Want to Be Your Man so well. Oh, this is a fun game. I'm trying to think who else would what else would they so I'm a Loser,
Right.
which would kind of like fit in like with like Ramones like thematic
I
something
can
or
see
other,
that. I can see
right?
that. Yeah.
I
Huh?
could totally see Joey doing I'm a Loser. And what's scary and sad and morbid is that there are AI programs now that could turn out novelty versions of these songs, and it's happening all the time. So if it is already happening, I kind of want to hear somebody do that because I just want to hear what it would sound like because it's so interesting to me.
Well,
But
maybe you
like,
could do it.
I can't, I don't know how to do that stuff, but I would want to see, I definitely would want to hear it. I think that, but here's the thing Paul McCartney post 1963, sorry, 1964 would have no patience. He just wouldn't have the patience. He wouldn't want, because here's the thing when you look at Paul's bass playing as he widens his breadth of range, he's literally subversively writing songs underneath
Right.
songs. Like he's not repeating himself anymore,
Right.
especially on like by Abbey Road. He's not repeating himself. He's literally
Even before that, like on Hey Jude,
sure.
that it's just holding the note of the chord, it bam 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 down and
Yeah, dude, it's
oh,
so fucking crazy. And it's just like, it's like that guy has no patience for Blitzkrieg Bop,
no,
or he's just not going to do it. But that early Paul
I couldn't
McCartney,
I couldn't do that either. Just that all that one
mm,
thing all the time.
all
Uh,
the time. And that's why I think it's in Legs's book when Dee Dee's like, Oh, by the time we got to this song, I knew that the set was almost over because he just was so tired of
Yeah.
the and getting then Pinhead would come on, he'd get his teeth chipped in the microphone from,
Right.
the whole thing.
It's a hazard.
It's absolutely a friggin' hazard. But to go back to Paul McCartney for a second, he would not have done he would not have been able to do that because he just by that time, if you listen to this bass under something. He's just not fucking there's a great YouTube video of somebody isolated all of Paul McCartney's bass on Abbey Road, like it's just an entire album of bass and nothing else. And it's marvelous to listen to because you just hear how he you understand why he's one of the greatest living bass players
I
of all
love
time.
those things where they isolate the tracks like
I
that.
love them. Have you ever listened to John Entwistle for "Won't Get Fooled Again" or Baba O'Reilly? I think it is.
Right.
And you just his friggin' his strumming fingers are just like lightning. Just brum, 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 brum. The guy was insane,
Yeah.
absolutely insane. Um, you know, it's
How
just
could he have played in the Ramones? I don't know.
could he have played in the Ramones? Yes. This is a fun. Wow, you just invented the funnest game ever, man.
Good
We
one.
always do games on my channel. This is a fun game. Who could have held it down in the Ramones, or who couldn't have held it down in the Ramones,
Good
or
one. Right.
that is fantastic. I would say that John probably yes, I think he could with just he was a crazy bastard, and I think he could have done it. He absolutely could
When
have
you
done
hear a
it.
song like Get Back, it almost has that kind of simplicity.
Hmm.
Beatles Get Back.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's a bam, bam. It's almost like a Ramon song, slow down.
But what's interesting, to go back to the idea of like this idea of like Ramones covering Beatles songs that would fit as Ramones songs, it really is amazing when you look at songs like "She Loves You" and like "I Want to Hold Your Hand," and you just go like, "Holy shit!" I mean, even like you know, are you? I don't. I mean, you're familiar with the Buzzcocks, obviously. I mean,
Yeah, sure.
you look at those early Buzzcock songs and they sound like it's like the Beatles, it's like the 64 Beatles if they had come out in the late 70s, you know what I mean? Like the things that are on like singles going steady and whatnot, like those are all like
Orgasm Addict and
oh God, so I love that. I love that
Everybody's
compilation.
Happy.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Actually,
The Rattlers did a tour with them. I
get the fuck out of here. I did not know
played
that.
with them the East Coast tour.
Wow. That must have been a
They were
trip,
nice
man.
guys. Even Peter
Yeah.
Kelly was all right. Yeah.
What a band, man. What a band. What a songwriter he was.
The one album was it's like the Beatles album, or every song was great.
Hmm. Hmm. Truly, truly, truly.